everyone. How are we all on this fine, fine day? Welcome to those coming in. Hello, Angie, Evelyn, Renee, Marilyn. You are early. In and out of Blix with just 2 loomies. It's not too bad. Do you mind, Kat? Oh, all right, it's already a nightmare. Typical stream. That I've got Winchester here. You've already stolen one of my brushes and I don't know where it is. Don't steal another one. No. Can we not go near the feathers and the brushes? That would be good. Thank you. Awesome. Which ones did you get, Marilyn? That's the thing we want to know. Which ones? I know, I want to know. I'm trying, just getting the light right so that it's not super glary. But, so we're going to do, while we're waiting for people to come in, we're going to do a bit of show and tell. Would you like some show and tell, Japanese show and tell? So first thing I'm going to start off with is, sorry, I'm like, it's all dusty and I was trying to make it so that you guys don't see it all dusty. These are, because I kind of stopped when I go to Japan now, I stopped buying like just all the random little, souvenir stuff, and I try to buy myself a nice piece each time I go. And these are both from the Kanazawa prefecture, which is on the eastern side of Japan. So kind of basically east from Tokyo on the other side. And Kanazawa is known for its gold, kin. And so when I go there, I go into, they've got like a, basically like a market area. And a lot of the stores have objects related to gold. So I have myself a couple of little, what are they, where you just trinket holders. And so this one is lined with Japanese gold. So we've got that one. And this one, this is one of my most favourite pieces that I've gotten. So this is blown glass. And within the glass, I don't know how well you'll see it, but within the glass is flecks of gold. And it's all hand blown and handmade. So I've got a couple of them, my little trinket holders, that I need to get out of the way before Winchester decides that he wants to play with them. And put my trinkets back in it. But because I'm doing an image that's, I'm trying to make it an antique-y kind of styled image, I thought I'd show you a couple of my Japanese antiques. And hey, Mona, how's it going? So the first one I'm going to show is my dragon. Now, these are a little bit dusty. Okay, so don't judge too much. I went and pulled them off the display bits that they're all on, and it is what it is. So this is so Japanese puppetry is really popular in Japan. And it's been around since the 17th century, and they do a lot of puppet theatre. And it's called bunraku, is Japanese puppet theatre. And so you've got your puppeteers, which are called, I've got them written down because otherwise I'm never going to, hey Sue, how's it going? I'm never going to remember the name. So we've got our Ningyo Tsukai, which are our puppeteers, our Teiyu, which are the chanters, the people that call out, and then our shamisen musicians, so the 3-stringed kind of like ukulele guitar thing that they play. And yeah, so this is a puppet. So this is our dragon puppet. Trying to show you all of that probably isn't the easiest. But yeah, so this is a wooden puppet for the dragon. I'm not a puppeteer, so I'm not even going to try and pretend. It just lives on display off my ceiling. I've just got to close my door. I'll be back 2 secs. Okay. All right, and then these are my pride and joy, what I'm going to show you now. Now, they're very old. They're over 100 years old, and they're very fragile, and they look their age. So we're not going to see anything shiny and new. But let's see how high I can get this camera. But these are my, oh gosh, my Japanese antique dolls. So you can see there it's on a base stand, and you can see all of the dust. But it's very hard to clean this because you don't want to clean them and ruin the fabric and stuff. Like there's already tears and wear in the fabric as it is. So I handle them as little as possible. But yeah, so I've got this one here. And so she is a Mako. She's got the red collar and her fancy obi, which kind of indicates, and her fancy kimono, which indicates that she's Mako, and her large obi on the back. Okay, and she's very autonomous, so you can tell by the style of her fabric that it's an autonomous piece. And then this one here is my hat seller. Okay. All right. Just trying to get them in because they're quite large. And so this is the hat seller, and she's got a number of hats that she's selling off her. Again, she is Mako with her red collar, fancy obi, all of that kind of stuff. I'll teach you about kimono in it when I do an image that has kimono in it. I'll teach you all about the different things on a kimono. I'm not going to do that today, and I'll show you a kimono when I do that. But yeah, so she's quite fragile. I've got to reattach this piece and things like that. But again, she is probably more in summer kimono, okay, or spring kimono, because we've got like lots of bright flowers and things like that. All right, so they are my dolls that are extremely fragile and extremely old. But I thought you might like a little bit of show and tell before we got started, as people were wandering on in. So I figured, yeah, over the next month or so that I'm doing this, I'll bring in like a little bit of some Japanese stuff each time I do it, just so that you can, yeah, see a little bit of Japan. Yeah, I love show and tell as well. It's good. I like it. All right. Hey, Robin, how's it going? Okay, so let's have a look at where we're up to. So when I left on my last stream, I was working on the snow globe. Now I got to find it. You know, you'd think I'd be. It just doesn't want to open. Where are you? Hold on. I got to flick properly and find it. There we go. So I've gone and done half of the background so that you can see what we're doing, but I don't have to spend the entire time on the background doing it. I'm just trying to get the camera, you know, moving cameras around. It's always fun. Sorry, I'm sorry, people. Just trying to get it so it looks right. And I'll get rid of this mat. I've been doing paper craft. get rid of that mat. It's probably what's going to annoy people too. But, alrighty. So I'm going to go in and we'll finish off doing some of the details, and then we'll work on the background. So the idea with the background, it's on a like on a table or a shelf. I went for bamboo kind of style, and then the shoji screens in the background. So that's kind of what I'm going for. And yeah, it's been a while since I've made an effort with a background, so I'm like, I probably, should do that. Is the camera angle all right? I'm like, I'm struggling to get it into perfection order. Nah, that'll do. You'll be right. Okay, so let's get in and finish these off. Oh, I just realized I missed some leaves. So I'm just going to come in and get them done. That way they are done and out of the way. That took a lot of effort. Oh, thanks, Sue. Okay, I didn't go... The background was pretty easy, so I'll show you that. But it was just to add something to it. Okay, let's get in and do... I think that's all that's really left is the water in this little image and then the base. So we'll get in with the water and start on that. You'll have to wait a little bit for my Coke to kick in and wake me up a little bit. Then I'll perk right up. But, so, yeah, I know, that was a hard thing. Oh, wait up, there's more leaves. Hold on, I've just found more leaves. Let's come in and do these before we move on. I think that will be, I think that's it. They're so tiny and I'm blind. Oh, I don't know. It might have been like, yeah, she's left the building. Hey, Terrelyn, how's it going? It's all right, Evelyn. I was awake. I woke up. Yeah, I think it was about 5 this morning that I woke up. Something like that. Okay. All right, we're going to go in with ink blue. And I'm going to just go into where all of the shading areas are. So I am using, if you weren't here for my first stream or you haven't seen it, I'm using the Derwent drawing pencils. So I've only got 24 colours to choose from, going for a real vintage vibe because that's what I like. I like Japanese antiques. So I'm like, I'm going to do it what I would want. If I was going to purchase something like this to put on my shelf, I would want it to look antique vintage. So it's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just bringing you down so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe. So how's everyone going? Happy 4th of July to those of you in America from the future. So I hope tomorrow for you, when you have your 4th of July celebrations, that you have a great day. I know how important it is, and I know that you missed out on all of the celebrations last year, so it's really good that you guys get to celebrate. But, so has anyone got any major plans for the 4th of July? Anyone going to go do anything cool? I know Ashley's away on camp. She's away for the weekend. Oh, is it Pat's birthday? Oh, you have to wish him happy birthday for me when he wakes up. If he's anything like my kids, that'll be in about 10 hours. You're going to a party? Oh. Red on top, please, Renee. So, Renee, have you told Angie her news? I didn't tell her because I didn't want to spoil it. Hopefully no rain, but oh yeah, okay. We had rain yesterday. It was awesome. I sent to a couple of people the sound of the rain on my deck on the tin roof, because that, to us, that's the sound of Australia, is listening to the rain on your tin roof. So I sent a bit of that away. But I'm looking out my window now, and there's not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful, clear day. And I'm out of lockdown, which is great. You're going to colour and nap. That's pretty much it for me too, because I can't go to rehearsals today because whilst I'm out of lockdown, we still have to be cautious of social distancing and stuff like that. And I'll go get tested tomorrow. So we're not going to rehearsals, and it's a bit difficult to sing with a mask on. And we'd have to sit away from the choir, the ensemble, and it wouldn't work. So not going to rehearsals today. Hello, Kelly. How's it going? So have you told? I didn't. Oh, I've got to go back and look. I missed it. Whether you told Angie? No, I don't think you have. That's all right. Okay. Oh, octopus. We'll colour him in a sec. It's quite funny. Many people die in Japan every year from eating what they call dancing squid. So one of the luxuries over there is to have dancing squid. So basically you've got your small octopus that they, put to sleep in front of you, and you eat it as is. But what happens is you've got to really chew the tentacles, and a lot of people don't chew it properly. And what happens is the tentacles, the suckers on the tentacles, stick in their throat when they swallow, and they choke. So there's that one. You know nothing, Angie? Oh, well, you'll have to wait. You know nothing? I know nothing? Nothing. Oh, yeah, yes. I would have told Evelyn that you've got your upload speed is greatly improved. So it's good that it's good that it was the internet provider. So we should be able to figure out how to get you going. But, oh, okay, nice. Good. Just let her know we've made decisions on her behalf. Oh. right, so that's the ink. And I'm going to come in with the smoke blue and start bringing that out into the waves. I'm going to keep the tips of the water white, so we've got that sea foam. Oh, was it really the work phone? Yeah, I missed it, Evelyn. Oh, really? Well, it's good that we figured it out. Awesome. See, that's telling you. You don't want anything from them when you're streaming anyway, so work phone off. I keep finding leaves as I'm doing this. I really like sometimes just working in a muted tone. It gives a whole different vibe to a colouring. And these pencils are really nice. If you don't have these pencils, they are such lovely pencils to work with. Yeah, awesome. And the drawings are all light fast as well. So if anyone does any art, the drawings have light fastness rating as well. And, thank you, Kelly. I will show you how I did the background. I just did half of it so that I wasn't there for hours. Not that it actually took that long. It's actually a very simple background. If you can draw straight lines, it's going to be good. Though I struggle with that even with a ruler. Being left-handed, trying to do this with a ruler, it does take a little bit. Hello, Debbie. How's it going? Yeah, you tried to upgrade. You've already got the fastest. At least we've worked out what the problem was. So hopefully when we trial it, we've got it down pat. And then watch out, world. Evelyn live streams. Oh, sorry. Clicked my camera. Still finding some leaves. Yes, rulers are just hard. Mind you, try teaching maths and teaching kids how to rule a margin and understanding how to set up a maths book. Oh, my gosh. I set aside a lesson just for them to understand how to read a ruler. It's fantastic. And this is high school students. Awesome. Hello, Della. How you going? Yeah, that's all right, Evelyn. It's good. I'm happy for that. As you've seen, I'm much more refined on my streams than in real life because I have a job that I have to be accountable for. So I'm always a little bit understated with my sayings. And everyone's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm filtered. Could be worse, surprisingly. Okay, let's go in with the octopus. I'm going to use Mars Violet. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Here you go, radio. Something's going real wrong with this octopus's head, by the way. Looks like a brain. All right, where is... What do I want? I want Ruby Earth. Where are you? There we go. Ooh, Alice Adventures. Nice. You find me pleasantly blunt and honest. Yes, that's what I try to be. It's an Australian thing too. We tend to be fairly blunt. We're too lazy to take our time. We'll just tell you. But, oh no, you're Miss Della. No, I'm Miss Della. Okay, so we've got that. What colour do I want to make the Sharky? Let's go for Green Shadow. Where's that? No, that's Crag Green. Trying to find my pens. They were all organised, but then I've been colouring and now they're not. Olive. Brown. Where would you be? Where's you be? Sorry, trying to find a pencil. No, it's an octopus. Yeah, definitely an octopus. Now you made me look. Green shadow. Look at that on top. Okay. Looks like jellyfish. It's not. It's an octopus. Oh, whatever it is. Could be a jellyfish. Jellyfish don't come out of the ocean. Octopusi do. Octopus. That. Plural. Octopi. That's it. They do come out. So it's octopus. And see, like it's got... It's an octopus in my world. It's my page. I'm going to do what I want. I know. Yes, Renee, you do. You definitely do. Because I love my holder, but I tried shoving the Derwents in there, and they just don't want to stay. Let's go for yellow ochre on this one. And okay, we want him to stand out. So we'll go for as much as you can stand out with these colours. Yeah, I know. It nearly did. I was like, but I got it out. This is light sienna. Just colouring in the bits. Coming back in with that smoke blue and just getting a few of the waves that I've missed. Now, I'm trying to think, do I want this to be waves on the outside? Do you reckon that's waves on the outside, or do we want to make it a different colour? Right, I don't know. Woo, liquid sugar. Hey, Angela, how's it going? Let's just make this blue. Let's stick with it being wavy. Okay, so I'm going to come back in with ink blue. Well, yeah, but I'm going to, yeah, I don't know. Let's just see how it goes. The lovely thing about these drawings is they erase really well. Trust me. I knew. Because I was doing this and I did the perspective lines wrong. And I had to come and fix it. And it erased straight off. It was great. Hey, Ezra. Woohoo! You've got assignments are done. Yeah. Assignments be done. Whoop, whoop. Oh, the birds are going full horse today. I think they're happy because it was all rainy yesterday and now it's not. So they're all out and they're having a celebration. Oh. Yes, meds do that. Angie makes live streams fun. Yes, I agree. You all make my live streams. Any live stream's great. It's no fun when you don't like, you know. Thank you, Angela. You just gotta have fun with it and enjoy the chat. I've got to remember sometimes when I'm in it that I'm actually to watch the colouring as well. I'll be like so caught up in chat and I'll be like, oh, that's right, actually. And I'll look up and I'll be like, oh, wow, when did that happen? Oh, I need to put where did I put my glove? Oh, I don't know where I put it the other day. Oh, what did I do with you? All right, you'll do. So I'm just going to put a paper towel down because it does smudge a little bit, the drawing. I just don't know where to do with my glove. I had it. Yeah, I don't know. My desk was repurposed with papercraft and I don't know where I've put everything. I have to do some reorganisation after this. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'd be glad to be going off it too. I'll put that one in there. Oh, that's right. I need to be talking. I'm like totally zoned out. I'm like, whoa, lost in the moment. I think especially working with the muted tones, it gets quite cathartic. And you kind of just go into that little peace mode. Not working with no neons that are like screaming in my face. Nice. Taste buds are good. Yes, Evelyn. I would love to get my hands on your office space because I happen to love organizing things. The kids can always tell when I'm just in that mode of like, I just need to think, because the linen cupboard or the pantry will get pulled out. And I start, I'm back with the ink blue, by the way, and I start just pulling it all out, reorganizing it. And they just go, okay. And they don't say anything because if they acknowledge me, I'll start organizing them too. And then they know that the work's going to come. So they just stay, they quietly wander away and go, hope she doesn't look too closely in my room. Yeah, you're only 24-hour flight away. Yeah. I'll be over. Give me a couple of days, Evelyn. I'll be there. I might go to jail because I'll have to, like, you know, stow away. I had to laugh if you've got Raya, her colouring group. She's posted this beautiful picture of a desk after, like, you know, getting her new monitors, and looks so lovely. And then after a live stream, took a photo, and it's just like everywhere. I'm like, yep, I get that. And even worse, I'm one of those people that I have to put my pencils away after I'm done. So I've got to put it all away, and otherwise I can't function. Cannot function. I like it. So I'm just coming in with the ink blue and adding a couple of just strokes to where the lighter blue is, just to give some movement as we come up into the wave, to the peaks of the waves. Do minor organising. Is that what we're saying, Evelyn? Just minor. Yeah, you missed the mess, Debbie. Yeah, it's funny. Mind you, Georgia pulled out one of my Harry Potter Legos last night. And I'm like, yeah, you can do it. And then she comes in at like 10 o'clock and she's like, I can't find a piece. And I'm like, well, you better be finding it. I said, otherwise, you know, you'll be cleaning your room from top to toe. Yeah, you probably, yeah, Renee, yeah, I can, yeah, no, I would, no, cannot cope with the idea of 800 pence. Oh my God, they would be on my bed. And then I'd have to put them away so I could nap. Because my actual desk isn't very big. Like my desk is only pretty much what you see. So everything goes on the bed beside me. All right, now I'm going to come in with some black. If you haven't tried, if you do yourselves a favour, if you can't get all the Derwent drawing pencils, get yourself the black and the white. You won't be disappointed. Okay, black. No, Evelyn, the problem is you just need to tell your brother to come and get his stuff out of your basement. And be like, take your stuff. But you can hire professional organisers now, which is kind of cool. I sit there and go, maybe I should do that for a job. I would totally enjoy that. I had to house sit my brother's house a couple of years ago for a few days. They went away. And whilst they were away, I completely pulled apart their linen cupboard, their kitchen, did it all, rearranged it all. Because they're not the most organised people, let's put them that way. And I couldn't live there. And I was like, oh, so that's what I spent my time there doing, was cleaning and reorganising. Lug rocks up out of the basement. That's what your we'll just call him your pill man's for. Just, you know. You don't need strong men. You just need tough chicks. Yeah. Tough Aussie chicks. Yeah, Azra, some of us have issues here when it comes to our pencils. It's like, I want them all. And the reality is we certainly don't need them. You can work with he's in his late 60s. Yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah, I'm kind of like that, Angie, too. Which is why the girls, I just walk in and I go, I can't see your floor, fix it. But I'm not getting involved, because if I spend all that time reorganizing things in there, and I'd get cranky. So I'm just like, fix it so I can see your floor. And then I walk away. But I've got them fairly well trained. They managed to put most things back in the pantry and stuff properly. My linen cupboard, not so much. So that gets done every few months. There we go. Look at that. All right, let's think about this dude down here now. All right, what do I want to do? I think I'll do the dragon, and then I'll think about what kind of look I want for the engraving. Yeah, that's how I keep. Yeah, I'm the same, Angie. I'm like, no, I do not need them. Yeah, you don't have. Yeah, pencil. No, not at all. Oh, the ink tones are nice. I haven't got the Derwent pastels because I've got Carbothellos and Fab Castell, so I'm like, I don't need the Derwents. But the ink tints are beautiful. Do like them a lot. All right, I'm going to come in with yellow ochre, except for I need to sharpen it a bit. Woo! There you go. Joy's time to relax. Time to relax. All right. So I'm just going to yellow ochre up the whole thing because I actually have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, you need. Yeah, no. What are you up to? About 80 sets now, Renee? I think I need to have a word with Bob and be like, Bob, stop. No by July. Yeah. You're better than me, Debbie. I'm like, I sit there and I'm like, no. I'm getting better, but now at saying no. I used to be just like, oh, yeah, now I am getting better. Kind of, a little bit. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. If I just keep telling myself. I had a antique teapot, clay teapot. It was nearly 200 years old, and it had dragon etching in it, very muted. And I've moved so much, and it sadly did not make one of the moves, and that was like heartbreaking. Yeah, Evelyn, the Life Arts are very similar to the Loomies. I think they're kind of interchangeable. So you've got the Loomies, you'll be right. You don't need them. Well, I'll say that anyway. I'm trying to help here, mainly because I want you to come to Australia. Otherwise, I'd be enabling you all the way and say, get the light fast. For the Reds. Yeah, and that's how I'm feeling, Renee. I've still got things that you've got that are coming in, so I'll still get the enjoyment. But the reality is, I've just got to use the stuff I have. There are some things I've bought, and I still haven't pulled them out to actually use them. I'm like, no. No. So, what's that? Hold on, I'm just looking. Oh, it's another dragon tail. Okay. Sorry, I was just trying to get my head around what was happening here. What's going on? Well, yeah, you're right there, Angie. If she'd only got one set of Holbeins, but oh my gosh, watching you use the reds in the Holbeins, I was like, oh. It's like, oh, they look nice. Like, no. They'd be good. They'd be good. All right. So we got a bit of a dragon lead down, and now I know where it is. I just think that they're like really soft, if you like softer pencils. Azra, I don't know. I don't have any Holbein, so I can't tell you what all the hype is. Well, our pastelos, Renee, are somewhere. We don't know where. I think they're still in Poland. I actually have no idea. They're somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. All right. Going in with Mars Orange. I hope not, Evelyn. I hope it doesn't include buying for other people because, yeah. Otherwise, I've already failed. Although I failed anyway because I just ordered off Renee. See, it's Renee's problem. I've just ordered some stands. That's Renee's fault. I think the Holbeins are available open stock, but I'm like, but that's the problem. If I try one, I'll be like, oh, and then I'll want them all, and I'm like, I must resist. I must be strong. I can do it. Yeah, I don't know, Angie. I don't know where they be. And we don't speak Polish to find out. Are they coming to yours or my place? Yeah, that sounds good, Renee. Yeah, backdate the order. That sounds actually like a great idea. That counts totally. I love it. Yeah, so I think the pastelos, but the Marco's have got some pastels, pastel sets, and I think even Faber-Castell has brought out a pastel set. So just their normal, or is it Faber-Castell or Stadler that brought out the pastel? I can't remember now. So they are around, the budget ones. Hey Zoe, how's it going? You're popping on in and popping back out. Thank you for popping in. What's time? All right. So we're not going to do all of this dragon. We'll do this side of the dragon. Otherwise, we will be here all on the dragon. And I don't want it to be all about the dragon. As much as he's beautiful, it's not all about him. Yeah. Oh, they did all right. You did all right with football. Didn't fall asleep this time. Okay, let's come in with terracotta. Where are ya? terracotta. Oh, nice. Very nice. Who were they playing? Well, who was playing? I don't know. I don't know much about soccer. I don't know much about sport. I'm pretty bad. Oh, you don't have them yet? I think they've only just even made it to us. They will come at some point. Azra, I have no doubt. They're only a new thing from them, so they will eventually get there. I think they only come to our office stores a week or two ago. No, they're not polychromo, Zoe. They're just normal Faber-Castells, whatever the normal line's called. So they're affordable. Although I do think the polys could definitely do with some pastels. I mean, it's lucky that they're easy to layer, so you can lighten it up significantly, but it would be nice if they had some pastels. Ooh, football stadium, nice. Soccer stadium. Already setting home. And it's not officially till tomorrow, 4 years. That's funny. All right, into his face. And then we'll have a bit of an idea of what he's going to look like. The black edition are really nice, Debbie. I agree. They're a very nice pencil. I need to pull them out and do something with them. I need to pull all my pencils out and do something with them. This is why I'm using the Derwent drawings, because I'm like, I need to use some different ones. So that's my mission, is to use some different brands of pencils. All right, I'm going to come back in with the yellow ochre. Hey, Heather. All right, see you, Zoe. Have a nice sleep. Hope you rest well. How you doing, Heather? Yeah, and I think that's it. Just like kind of rotating through them. Giving them all some love. I might even pull out the Derwent Studios and see if I can give them some kind of affection. They're kind of like that family that you like have to be there, but you really don't like them. That's how I feel about my studios. Oh, yeah. They got buried under the other stuff. The graphitints? Yeah. And then I saw Spectrum Noir bought out something. I'm like, no, don't need them. I don't need them. Do not need them. Because I think I've used the graphitints once. Nope. Do not need them. Gonna come in with some brown ochre for the horns. And a little bit of chocoretto. So that's how you say chocolate in Japanese. Chocoretto. And then some Chinese white. Yeah, basically that's the reason. That's where the money is. It's where the money is. Casper's having a great old time this morning. Yes, because he was spoiled. That's right. No. Alrighty. So that gives you the idea for the dragon dude. Dragon dude. That's... Evelyn. You're funny. All right. Now to think about how I want to do this, whether to do like I kind of want to do it like browns to keep with that antique feeling. So I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, where's that brown ochre that I just had out? All right, brown ochre. I'm going to come in. I'll do some, and then I'll get onto the background. So I'm just going to brown ochre it all up. Oh, I forgot his finny things. Oh, well, I'll come back into them later. Oh, nice. Yeah, Angie, I'm like, just leave it there. Obviously, I didn't put that word in the filter thingy. Probably because in Aussie, that's just like, yeah, an everyday word. So we got brown ochred up. Oh, wait up this bit too. Okay. What colour do I want to use? Yeah, I'm out of it now, Heather, which is good. We got released at 6 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So, you know, I didn't do anything. I just went, ooh, we're out. But I'll get tested tomorrow and then I'll feel better about going out. All right, Venetian red. We're going to come in with that. That's all right. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Hello, by the way. We're going subtle today. Subtle as I can be. It's all right. It kind of just slipped in, Renee. I was like, looked at it and went, meh. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. As we always preface, this is an adult colouring channel. Broccoli. Who likes broccoli? Actually, it's so funny. My kids love broccoli. I will eat broccoli, but it's not. It's never going to be something I willingly choose to put on my plate. So when we have vegetables, they get the broccoli and I get all the other bits. I'm like, I'm just making sure you get it all. I don't want you to go without. I'm being a good mum. I think that's part of the gilding. There we go. All right, now I'm going to come in with Chocoretto. See, I'm like cauliflower. Oh, yeah, totally, Renee. Oh, high school teacher. Trust me, what they say, I'm just like, I'm like, but the problem is they haven't learnt, and, it's part of that thing that, I don't know, they just don't have the same thing. Like, there's no way I would use those kind of words in front of my parents. Even to this day, rarely do I do it. And if I do, I apologise. They don't understand that part of the thing is to learn when you can, to be able to switch it on and off. That there are times when it's okay and there's times when it's not. And you need to learn to be able to control it. But yes, sadly, a lot of them struggle with that. I love that. That's that's really nice, Ezra. Jamie, I'm the same. But see, in Australia, there's certain words that we use that are just okay. So you can always get your point across without actually using explicit language. Well, what we consider explicit language. We're a little bit more forgiving in that term. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Yeah. So leave. Yeah. Okay. My gosh, I think Riggs eats better than me. Yeah, he has no. Yeah, and that's it. Like, whereas my kids do. It's just part of the expectation in my house that it doesn't happen, and I rarely do it in front of them. And they also understand that if I do, I'm an adult, and that's my choice, and that they are not to, and they are really good with that because it's that important thing of being able to find out where and when it's not appropriate. And like Emma will even get told if she's watching some TikToks or whatever that are just a bit too much. I'll be like, I don't want to hear it in my house. Put your earphones in or turn it off. So they're really good. I just realised I've been facing away from the microphone. Can you guys hear me okay? It's just the way I'm sitting. I've just realised so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm like actually facing away from the microphone. Although Angie would tell me if she couldn't hear me. I'm sure. All right, so we're there. And then I'm going to just come in with some black just to deepen up some of those things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got the threat of soap. I never got it. And I'm glad for it now that I just, it's one of those things. But it's the same. Like if I ever hear my parents, swear, I go, oh, because they were similar to me. Like they rarely did it in front of me as well. So it was like when they had like Barbies and, it had a few drinks and it'd be like, oh, okay. But, and it all depends who I'm with. Yeah, you can hear me all the way in Norway. Excellent, May. Thanks. Yeah, I've got, having a foghorn like I do, I don't think it really matters. Where I sit. It's probably more relaxing to your ears because I'm not like full on blasting into the mic. It's getting muted. All right. So I'm going to come back in with brown ochre now, and I'm just going to meld all this together. Oh, I forgot the base. Hold on. Can't do that. It'll annoy me. I think, yeah, Evelyn, I was the same, like, because it was just the way it is. My mum, if I hear her say it, I am just like, whoa, like, because she just doesn't. And I've noticed my dad, as he's gotten into his, like, 60s and 70s, he says it a little bit more, like, every now and again, but still not very often. And it's only when he's, like, super, because they get grumpier as they get older. My dad was already grumpy. So it's only when he's, like, super annoyed at someone's behaviour. Good night, Azra. I hope you sleep well. And, all right, sorry, I'm going to come back in now. Yeah, this is what I was kind of going for, that kind of like worn carved wood. Yeah, yes, excellent. And it's old. It's not meant to be all shiny and new. All right, you go get a brew, Debbie. I like that. What do you guys think? Kind of gives you a bit of an idea. I like that. Yeah, that's awesome. I'll have to remember. Hold on, I've got to write down those colours so I don't forget when I come back to it. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Okay, base was brown ochre, Venetian red, chocolatito, and black. Cool. I like that. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're going to go onto the background, and I'll show you how easy this background was. So all I did was, hopefully, I'm like making sure that you can see. All I've done is come in with a graph, like my pacer. That's what we call them here. I don't know what they're called in other places in the world, but my mechanical pencil, and lightly place down my graphite images so that I've got a guideline as where I'm going. And so my plan is to have like a light bamboo kind of table shelf and then blurring out into the shoji screens in the background. And it really isn't hard. And Evelyn's going to be really happy because I'm actually going to twist my page because it's easier to work vertically to draw straight lines. So I'm doing wood grain. So I'm going to turn my page. Okay, so we're going to do the table first. And I don't do anything too seriously. So this is it. Yellow ochre. I'm just coming in and I'm scribbling. Like legit scribbling. Just going to soften out the edge here of this end table because I want it to kind of fade off into the distance. So I'm actually going to have like a blurred edge there. So it will actually be not so obvious. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Let's go wild and scribble on the page. That's it. That's what it is. Wood grain. Scribble, scribble. Scribble, scribble. Brown ochre. Coming in and doing some scribbles. Being a little bit more particular with these scribbles because I don't want as many. But still, scribble, scribble. It's like reckless abandon. It's great. And then I've got sepia red, which I got to find. Sepia red. There we go. This is going to be where I start to get a little bit more obvious in what I'm doing. So I'm going to come down with the sepia red where my joint lines are. At this point, I'm just laying them down. See, I honestly, I don't take, I just go with the flow and just hope it works. All right. Just going to widen out that sepia red on the joint lines with the brown ochre a little bit. See, the thing is the brain will make it, the brain knows and has its perceived idea of what it is anyway. So you could spend ages trying to put all the details in and making it look perfect, but the brain's going to see what it sees regardless. And the brain's going to look at this and go, oh, it's wood. As long as it looks similar to wood, it's going to go, this is wood, and it will make it wood anyway. So that's what your brain sees. So you kind of don't need to. So this is sepia red. I'm just going to start putting in a few little knots and different things in it. Your brain will make it what it wants anyway. Oh, wait up, I forgot these ones. Sorry, I'm just putting in some joint lines. Yeah, that'll do. That one will do. One will do. And, but it is. It's the brain. It has its knowledge, for good or for evil. It will fill in the blanks, regardless of what you do. So I'm not putting as heavy-handed up here. You'll notice this back edge, or the front edge of this table, I'm not being as heavy-handed because I'm going to lighten it off as it gets there, because it's going out towards the light coming in from the shoji screens. So there is methods to my scribble madness sometimes. Sometimes not. Just going to quickly put a tip onto the chocolate. All right, so now this is chocolate, and I'm going to come in again and go right down. Sorry, I'm actually concentrating a little bit now. The center line. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It is a brain thing. I teach it in psychology. I teach them about how the brain does that, and how what you like, even how you perceive or see things like color and all of that. If you were growing up and you were told that pink is actually green, then that's what it would be to you. It would be green. It's all about what you're raised with and what you're told. And like I talk about it in psychology a lot. Like, we see things on TV, like horrible things, and it hurts us and it pains us. And I talk to them about the fact that, exposure when kids are developing and growing up, if they see that every day and they see that, there's no consequence, or that it doesn't, all of that kind of stuff, then they don't see it as hurtful or damaging. And that's kind of how we, that's how kids can sometimes be influenced by, sadly, things that, it's crazy. All right, just coming in and just doing a couple of like little split lines where these joints would be. And I'm just going to define a few of these knots a little bit more, just so we've got some variation to it. Oh, you didn't get to it, Evelyn? I cut George's hair last night, actually. She's like, can you give me my hair a trim? And then when she's out there, she's like, oh, I haven't had a haircut for like a year. And I went, what? No, it can't be that long. Because she just trims her own fringe. I just don't even think about it. But yeah, it's been a year since she'd had a haircut. So I'm like, gave her a good little trim up last night. Yeah, that's it. Everything is blurry, but the brain sharpens it up. It's just like the fact that, we see our nose. Because Emily's just got her nose pierced and she's struggling. I'm just coming back in with some brown ochre. She's struggling with the fact that all she sees is the piercing. And I said, your brain will eventually learn to ignore it like it ignores your nose. I said, we see our nose, but our brain knows that it knows that it's not important that we actually see it. So it pretends it's not there. That's lovely, Jamie. And that's the way it should be, that they understand that isn't okay. Cruelty to animals and things like that. If they're raised that it's okay, then they do it themselves. And that's the tragedy of it. All right, I'm going to come in with some yellow ochre again now and just come in over the top. I got my hair cut a few months ago. But most of the time I usually just sit there in the mirror and just go, nah, it'll do. And I'll cut it myself. But I got it cut short. That's the problem. When you have your hair cut short, it's got to get cut by somebody. I can't reach the back of my head easy to keep it trimmed. Okay, then I'm going to come in with some wheat. It's not a scary thing. Your hair's lovely. All right, wheat. I'll come in with that. Now I'm using this more. I'm not quite fully burnishing, but I am a little bit burnishing with the wheat. Because I want to give the appearance of like varnished gloss. The Karajongs. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. All right. Now I'm going to come in with a blender. I'm not going to blend down fully. Again, it's just a light blend, just to give that varnish appearance. But I don't want to completely take out the tooth. Oh, lovely, Mona. Yeah. I probably, to be honest, I wouldn't care. I'd let Georgia cut it if she really wanted to. But the problem is Georgia watches me do these things but doesn't pay attention. I used to watch my mum do it and paid attention. And it's the same if I go to a hairdresser. I paid attention to how they cut my hair. And I'm like, oh, is that how you do it? So I'll just go home and do that. The girls prefer me to cut their hair than the professionals because they prefer the job I do, which is kind of funny. All right. So I'm going to come back in now with a little bit of yellow ochre, just back over that. I'm just using the edge of the pencil because bamboo is kind of quite yellow. It works because this is such a smooth paper, Angie. Like I'm going to use I won't be using the Caran d'Ache on the shoji screen because it doesn't work for what I want it to do. But for what I wanted to do on this, it worked because I didn't actually want to blend it. I just wanted to varnish it. I don't know if that makes sense. Makes sense in my head. I wanted it to varnish it so I could come back with this yellow ochre and get a smooth yellow ochre top layer. That was my intention anyway. I don't know if it worked. All right, I'm just going to come back in with chocolate. Oh, really? Yeah, I find cutting hair, I don't know. But I also put foils in people's hair and colours and all that kind of stuff. I just wish I could do it to my own hair. It'd be so much cheaper. I cannot. That's the one thing I have not managed to be able to do is put foils in my own hair. That I don't have the dexterity to be able to do. All right, now I'm going to just come in with, hey, Shell, you did make it. No, okay, I thought there was a knock on my door. So I'm just coming in with the white now to soften out this back edge of the table. Okay, if I turn that around, hopefully it looks right. Woo! There we go. How's that look? Should be looking okay. Yeah, I'm happy to do your hair. I actually like cutting hair. It's the same thing. I like giving pedicures and manicures and massage and stuff. I just don't want to get it myself. All right. Now I'm going to go in and show you the shoji screen. So I'm going to turn it again. Sorry. I know. I'm annoying. All right. Can you see it? Yeah, I think you can. We're good? All right. Okay. Now I've got to remember what I did. Warm earth is what I started with. Okay. I actually was smart and wrote down my combos for this stuff. Oh, chat is flying. All right. Oh, awesome, Jamie. Thank you. And that's the kind of idea of I want it to actually look like it's placed. Okay. We're going to be real technical again. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to scribble. So warm earth. And this is in the background, so it's even, details are even less important. And you're actually going to see me come in a second and deliberately blur out details. Okay, so when I get into the section that's going to be behind the, distorted by the globe, I'm actually just going to back off a little bit on how I lay it down and just be a little bit gentler with laying the colour down so that it's there, but it's not as intense so that it's being distorted by the glass. Oh, hold on. The cat's having a moment. I'll just be a sec. What's up? Come on in, babe. Come in here. Hey? How you doing? Hello. All right. So darker here because it's out of the globe, and then here I'm coming in a little bit lighter. Hello, Winchester. But it's not a technical background. It is just something simple, which I hopefully kind of places it in an environment. I don't know. I had thoughts. I don't know if you know, it's executing, but it was just my thoughts. Okay. Sorry, turning page again because the wood grain's going in different directions. I kind of need it to think, no, you're not jumping over here, Winchester, as much as I love you. No. No, no, no. He is growing up too fast. No. Which one do you want? Do you want this one? There you go. Yeah, he is having a no one loves me moment. Everyone had left the front thing and he was meowing of like, oh, I've got no humans. How dare I have no humans? I'm just coming in and rubbing up the graphite from in here because I don't want the lines there. Must you right near the microphone? They might want to hear my voice, not yours. No? Oh, okay. How about I put you down with that brush and you can play with that brush down here and lose another one of my brushes because I don't know where my other brush went. Oh, thanks, Jill. But you can't poke your fingers through the bars because it's paper. And if you put a hole in the paper, it'll be like, tut, tut, tut. And it's so easy to put a hole in the paper. And, you know, because I'm me and everything I do is heavy-handed. But I'm in Japan and I'm near shoji screens. I'm like, I freak out. Because I'm like, I am going to destroy these things so badly. All right. I'm just going to wing it where these bars are going to go. Because I forgot to draw them in. Oh, wait up. I'm out of frame. Oh, Chris Pratt. Yum. Yum, yum. He is a cute little one, Evelyn. He's a pain in the butt too. But he's getting so big. Scary aliens. Can I have my brush back now? Are you finished with it? No? Oh, we're coming up to say hello and see if you can find something else to take off my desk. Oh, no, good. Excellent. It's like having a baby again. Like I said, Evelyn, he's only a few hours drive from me. And his family actually holidays up here on the Fraser Coast quite regularly. So you never know. You might get lucky. No worries, Robin. Have a nice evening. I was trying to think what it'd be. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Oh, just everything about Jason Momoa. We're not going to define any particular part. He's got like the body of a god. All right. So that's just the base laydown so I know where I'm going. Now I'm coming in with sepia red, if I can find it. You'd think I'd have a clue by now, but I don't. No, that's Phoenician red. I know I need that one. Yeah. Where you be? Sepia red. There we go. Instead of a bit of. Right, I've got you. Well, I'm glad that you're excited. Should be. Okay, so sepia red. And I love showing off our country. I think we're very, very lucky to live where we do. Like I was saying to you the other day, I'm super excited that I found a Aboriginal village show where they'll do a proper smoking ceremony and welcome you to country and food and stuff. I can't wait for you to do that, see that. It's just so amazing. Who's Jeremy Reiner? I know, is that the old... Oh, Hawkeye. Gotcha, thank you. I'm like, I know the name. No, Hawkeye's awesome. But I think he's dreamy because he's funny as a character. Like, you can't take him seriously, but he's also got the biggest heart. And I think it's that makes him so, yeah, awesome. So I get that. Totally get it. See, I'm not a Robert fan. And I wasn't before, and I wasn't after his moments of, getting lost. I'm actually not, but I enjoy I don't know, it's weird. I like his movies. A few of them, like Dr. Dolittle was awesome, but I'm actually not a huge fan of him. Ironically, I'm just like, no. See, I'm a DC girl more than I'm a Marvel girl. That's the ultimate test. Is like, are you DC or are you Marvel? Oh, Heath Ledger. Oh, don't get. I tried to tell, because Georgia, they were talking about Mean Girls and all last night, and I've been telling her for ages to watch 10 Things I Hate About You, because oh my god, I love that movie, and Heath Ledger. That was just a tragedy. And I'm like, you need to watch 10 Things I Hate About You. It's another teenage cult classic. You need to just watch it, girl. One day she might believe me, and then she'll understand. Oh, okay. Fair enough, Angie. And it's funny, I've influenced the girls because they're more DC fans than they are Marvel fans too. Yeah, true. Loki, yeah, I can see that. I haven't watched the series yet on, is it Amazon Prime or Netflix, whatever it's on. I saw that it's on there, but I haven't watched it yet. All right. Yeah, save Last Dance, yep. All right, coming in with chocolate. So chocolate I'm going to use to put some knots in and to define the edge. How's we going for time? All right, I'm just going to do this top part so that you aren't, I don't want to go too over time because I think Sarah's coming on soon. I think she comes on about half an hour after me. Half an hour to an hour. So if I go a little bit over, it's not too bad, but I don't want to go too much over. But I want to show you how this is done. Oh, Knight's Tale, A Knight's Tale I loved for the costume design. Oh my god, the green coat that she wears. Oh, love the costume design in Knight's Tale. You think you need these Derwent? I just love, if you want a muted look to your page, this is, like, it just automatically gives a vintage vibe. So I'm just making quite a clear marking here because this is a divide. Like, yeah, it just changes the look of the page, I think, using these guys. Oh, I just smacked myself in the head, you know, because that's what you do. Like, I did this image. So I've done this image, and that was done all with the drawing pencils, and it just automatically gives that, it's a, like, it feels like an old vintage kind of piece. Yeah, they're great. All right, I'm going to come back in with the warm earth now. And oh, nice. Finished it all off. Awesome. I still need to finish my bottles off. Yeah, the music was good. Yeah, basically. Please don't do what? Oh, hit myself in the head. I'm like, what? I was confused. I'm like, what did I do? Radio. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with the Caran d'Ache blender to bring out the colour. So just to bring out the tones, only lightly. And coming back in with chocolate. Yeah, I just hit myself in the head with the folder as I pulled it out. You know, because that's what you do. I really should get a ruler out. But, you know, I used a ruler on the other side, but I'm too lazy. So use a ruler if you want really straight lines. I'm like, should be close enough. Just going to use the chocolate to put in a little bit of shading. So where these would be coming in underneath those lower and upper beams. You guys are right if I go over a little bit. You're not too stressed if I don't finish, like, straight away. I don't think his will be. But, I won't be too far over. I just want to show you how to do these screens. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with the Derwent blender, which is a harder blender. I love this blender, but I'm going to use the Derwent blender. And what I'm basically going to do is scribble on the edges of where I've coloured and soften out, blur the edge lines. So I'm just taking it out and blurring them. Because if we have a blurred soft focus, it gives the eye perspective, because things that are closest to us are sharper and the things that are further away are more blurred out. So by blurring these edges, it hopefully gives the perception that the screens are in the distance. In the distance. And the Derwent blender is better for this because it's a good scrubby blender. I know, technical terms here. Scrubby blender. Yeah, it's my favourite blender. Yeah, it's that personal kind of preference. And I think they have their different uses. That's what I discovered. Like for this, I want a scrubby blender. I want it to blur the edges. I want it to soften it out. And that's what this blender is really good at doing. Yeah, it is scratchy. Oh, but I want scratchy. That's the thing. Like, I'm using it for... Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. But because I use toothy paper, like generally when I'm colouring, like, and I'm not in a book, I use toothier paper. And the Caran d'Ache blender just doesn't like toothy paper. You may as well not even use it. And I was like, I hate this blender. But then I found it works better on smoother paper. But the Derwent blender and toothy paper, it's just magic. So I think it's about, yeah, it's all about paper and pencils. Yeah. Well, I'm pressing hard, but that's because I literally want to make it smudge. But yes, normally you don't press hard. But right now I am because I want that effect. It gives you chills to use it. Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. That's kind of it, Marilyn. I think it's, yeah, like that, just finding what they all have their individual uses for. And like I find that if I've really stuffed up something, a layer or something up, and I'm like, oh my God, that looks nasty, I'll just come in with the Derwent blender and like literally circle it around and smush it all together. Your pinching scrubby blender. Yeah. No worries. Oh, there's a scrubby blender. I'm all about the technical terms, Anne. I teach algebra to teenage kids. I've learned how to make things understand in simple terms. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, Winchester, for waking you. He's sleeping in the windowsill at the moment. Okay, let's get on to, I'll show you how I did the screens and what I've done there. So I went in with wheat. Where are you, wheat? Wheat. Yeah, that's good enough for me, Shell. All right, coming in with wheat, which is basically just an ivory off-white. And I'm leaving the center. So I'm just coming around, doing a circle, maybe like a quarter, third in, depending on what I'm doing. Okay, coming in like this. More tats for us. Yeah. Yeah, it does. The Caran d'Ache is kind of on toppy, and the Derwent blender like swirls it all up. Which is why I use the Caran d'Ache blender down on the table, because I wanted that varnish on top waxy look, if that makes sense. I love wheat. I love it. It's one of the best colours. I agree, Angie. All right. Not that you probably can even see what I'm doing, but it is there. Then I'm going to come in with yellow ochre, and I'm going to be very light with this, and I'm just going to run it around the edge. It'll be hardly visible, but it's just to add some age to the paper screen. Just a little bit of yellowing. And it's such a minor thing. Do you probably need to do it? No, but am I going to do it anyway? Yep. So just a little bit of the yellow ochre. So you can use the Temi technique. That's it. Hey, I'm just loving that the Windsor and Newtons are making the rounds. I'm like, yeah, man, I started a trend. No, not really. I'm just being silly. Well, Evelyn started it for sending them to me, which was lovely. I love them. I love drawing. Yeah, I love drawing wood too, Shell. I love drawing things that don't require effort. And wood's like, just scribble it on down. But I love colouring. I like bright or I like vintage. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I really felt like a vintage vibe for this one. And now I'm going to come in with Chinese white and just basically smush it all together. Smush, 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 smush. Now I'm going to come in with cool grey. So cool grey is going to be my shadow colour. I started a joke. Yeah. Hey. All right, and I'm going to come in with cool grey now and just think about where I want some shadowing. So I'm just going to add a little bit of shadowing in here. Like there'd be quite a bit of shadowing under this top beam. And it's only subtle, but it makes a difference, if that makes sense. And then there'll be shading. It'll be underneath this. Oh my God, New Zealand. If underneath this beam. Oh, go on, New Zealand there. And what I have done, which I wanted to show you, is if I turn it back around and I bring it down so you can actually see it. Hold on, I'm going to bring it up a little bit now. All right. Okay. I don't know if that's in any good place. What pencils am I using? The Derwent Drawings, Terrelyn. Oh, the Winsor and Newtons. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay. So you'll see over here that there's a cool grey shadow line coming down through here. And I've put that in to represent the fact that the screen is overlaid the other screen. So over on this side, I would do it, just want to get rid of the line because I don't actually want a distinct line there. I would do it here. So it looks like I've got the doors opening or the screens opening out and they're folding over each other. So I'd come in like this. And it's just a subtle thing, but something that adds to the realism of that look, if that makes sense. And now that I'll show you what I did, but usually I'd wait till I've done this down here. But what I'd come in now and do once I've done this wood is I'd get this Chinese white and I'd really press against this edge to give okay, I'm at the end of that sharp line. But basically, that is kind of where we're going for that page. Yeah, the eye recognizes it and the mind interprets. That's exactly it. Oh, yeah, probably more South African than New Zealand. You're probably right, Angie. So yeah, so that's kind of, I'll finish off obviously this little bit and these bits of the screen. I haven't decided whether I'm going to come in with just a bit of soft pastel blue and put a blue there, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'll just add some white, like I'll come along with a white gel pen and, you know, do some indications to show reflective glass. And I might even actually cut out, like go over this edge as well. Just to give the appearance of that glass look. So kind of like that. I won't do any more than that because I've got to do the rest of this. But yeah, I'll come in and do all of that to kind of give the more glassy look to it. But yeah, so that's basically just a nice vintage inspired Japanese page. I thought, yeah, so thank you for everyone. It's been really nice having you here this morning. I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm going to go. And I will see you on, no doubt, throughout the week. And I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye, people. Thank you very much. No worries, Shannon. Bye.